him that made you pick him that high? Because it was a bit of a shock. I mean, nobody had him going inside the top 10 probably.
Yeah, I'm not involved really in that part of it. For me, it's more just the opportunity to see him. He was one of the few guys I actually did see. Steve and I, Steve asked me my opinion on him, and my opinion is that he's going to be a real good defenseman for a long time. I don't. You'd have to ask our management group about the rankings and all that. But at the end of the day, all that matters is how good the player is. I know we've got a real good player in Tyler Bertuzzi that a lot of people thought we went off the board on a number of years ago, but yet it looks like a heck of a pick now. So, I'm not concerned about that at all. I know that he's got a real good chance to be a good player.
You did see him in the exhibition game in Manheim,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I did see him in that game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Toe drag by Patrick Kane.
Well,
have a better memory of him.
Yeah, he's not alone on that. A lot of guys have been toe dragged by Patrick Kane, but it was easier for me to watch him when I was in the stands than from the opposing bench. At that time we're just trying to figure out our own team. So I spent a couple days watching him specifically just to see how he did, and I was real impressed.
The fact that he played against and with men, it's got to help his development at least somewhat, a little bit more than some of these other kids.
Well, I think especially on D, the game as you get into men's hockey, it's a more mature game, and so I think it's a little bit easier predictor of success if a guy goes and because that type of game is going to transfer. Now the big sheet is the one thing that's different. What I liked is when I watched him under pressure, he was able to make passes through people, and that's what the best D do. They almost don't see the first forechecker. All they see is the options, and I thought he did a good job of that.
What can he ultimately develop into, do you think, in the NHL?
Say that again?
What can he ultimately develop into in the NHL? What can he...
Well, I think I never like to over-predict on people. I think it's an extremely hard league. I got a ton of respect for how hard it is to be a great player in the league. So I always try to temper my expectation, but certainly he looks like a guy who can be a top 4D and help you win hockey games. Now, does he become a top pair D? We'll see. That's all in time. But he looks like a guy to me. Again, for me, you need big, efficient, smart defenseman, and he's that.
He shoots right. You gotta.
Yeah, he shoots right. Yeah, you know what? I'm not as concerned about the hand. Like, we've had lots of rights now over the last few years. So I'm not as concerned about the hand as I am about how good the player is.
Jeff, is he back at Manheim, do you think, next season? Or
I honestly have.
Opening night lineup opposite Oliver Cascade.
Yeah. Let's watch him in development camp. I have no idea what the best step for him in his development. I know for sure that Steve will want to make sure that we do whatever's best for his long-term development. That's going to be the number one focus.